All right, after an offseason full of speculation, the Arizona Cardinals have officially cut former All-Pro wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins. This move comes as a little bit of surprise after trying to apparently get a deal done. The new brass in Arizona wanting to move on from the 10-year vet, try and get a fresh start, acquire some assets, but no deal came to fruition. So the Cardinals took the matter into their own hands, cutting the wide receiver. And they're going to eat a little bit of dead cap money here. They're going to take on $21 million of full dead cap this year, but they're done with it after this year. No spreading it out over 2 years. And he was due about $20 million this upcoming season and $15 million in 2024. So all in all, they're going to save about $9 million against the cap. But this is the bigger thing. DeAndre Hopkins on the market now, and he's not what he used to be. Hopkins, when he was traded to Arizona in 2020, arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL. 7 fantastic seasons in Houston, including 3 straight first-team All-Pros. He never quite had that success in Arizona, was very good in his first season, but he's had some issues the past 2 years. A leg injury led to only 10 games being played in 2021, and then he was suspended for the first 6 games in 2022 for that juicing policy. That's why they call him Steroid Boy now. But say what you want about Hopkins, he is going to be 31 years old, and we do see a sharp decline in most receivers once you get over 30. He has some injury issues, but still one of the big body, best-handed receivers in the NFL. The hands don't go away, folks. This man has oven mitts on his hands. He could catch it. He'll catch anything. Put oven mitts on his hands, catches it. You put stickum, it's like real life stickum. This man's hands are still the best in the business. Now, he was never quite that speed fast guy. He was really good at getting separation and great at contested catches. He's lost even a little bit that now, but as a third option, second option possibly, Hopkins is still a top tier wide receiver in this league. I think I saw it for myself. He's not quite the same guy. And who knows what was going on in Arizona. Kyler Murray seems to be hated by everybody. There were a lot of issues. We saw some sideline confrontations between the two of them during the season. So that could mean a lot to why things didn't quite work out perfectly in Arizona. But the big thing is, funny enough, with all that speculation going on this offseason, the wide receiver was on I Am the Athlete podcast recently, and he talked about the 5 quarterbacks he would most want to play with. And I'm sure you're not surprised by this list. He listed off Bills' Josh Allen. How about the Eagles' Jalen Hurts? Maybe Patrick Mahomes. That's a guy who's really good at quarterback. Lamar Jackson. Everybody loves Lamar in the league. They want to play with Lamar. And funny enough, Justin Herbert, final guy he listed. So these are all very good teams, competitive teams, and very good quarterbacks. Now, it is noted the Eagles do have the most money available if they want to go out and splurge a little bit on another wide receiver. Putting him as the 3rd guy in Philadelphia could really make an impact with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith already with the Eagles. Very interesting, but I think there's some other sleeper teams to keep your eye on here. He apparently has been working out in Dallas all offseason. That's well noted. People like Dallas. Jerry likes to make splashy moves. It's a very full wide receiver room, but it's not a very complete wide receiver room, it feels like. Feels like they're missing a little extra something in Dallas. CD has yet to take that step as an elite number 1 wide receiver. Brandon Cooks, very nice as a number 2. And who knows what anybody else is going to do? I mean, it's Michael Gallup disappeared last year. So I think Hopkins, nice fit there. How about Detroit? Maybe Jared Goff. They are desperate need for a wide receiver, but they got a very good team, and they look like they're trying to steal away the NFC North for the first time in like 30 years. So another interesting off-market team, but I think Baltimore is going to be the spot for him. They spent all this money. They're trying to keep Lamar happy. I think they try and bring in Hopkins, put him in Baltimore. Now, he's not going to get that separation he used to get. It's going to be a little difficult, but he's a big-bodied, sure-handed wide receiver. They're going to throw the ball in Baltimore, it sounds like, this year. A lot less running, a lot more throwing, and it's nice to have that safety valve. If they take away Mark Andrews, who's been Lamar's safety valve, throw it to Hop. Hop's still going to catch the football. He could have 2 dudes on him. He's going to catch the ball. They may not go for 20 yards like they used to. They may only go for 7, but 7 yards is 7 yards. So I think this is a very interesting story brewing here. Hopkins still a very good wide receiver. Obviously, he's falling off, and if you can get him back to some of that production we saw before the injury 2 years ago or before the suspension, you'd really hit a home run OBJ, $15 million. I think that's going to be about the number possibly for Hopkins. It is noted he did want a new deal, or he said he didn't say he wanted a new deal, but he had no guaranteed money left on his contract. Obviously, he wants the guaranteed money, so it'll be very interesting to see how this thing plays out. Maybe Kansas City's the spot. They are missing a number one wide receiver in Kansas City. Obviously, Super Bowl champs. They want to go and win another one, make it 2 in a row, 3 out of the last 4. I think that's another very interesting spot for Hopkins to land. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Where is Hopkins going to end up? Could this be a game changer for one of these top teams to add him into the mix? And can he get back to some of that Pro Bowl level type performances this part of his career? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share this video with your friends, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.